tonight. You win.
What's your name?
Piggott, my lord, Piggott, alias the Beak.
I suppose you were hungry.
Oh, no. No, I'm a bread fancier by nature, my lord, at your service. I collect bread the same as your King Arthur collects valuable gems. To me, a bit of bread, why, it's as beautiful as a ruby is to him. Only with more reason, I'm starving.
Well, pay for it in future.
Simple, isn't it? The problem is solved. Except, what do I do when the purse gives out?
Get work.
This isn't a birthmark, you know. I've been branded for stealing. With this badge of a thief on me, no one will give me work.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
There are plenty of us come to Camelot from the plague and famine of the north, and we can't get work. And your king crams us into dungeons like vermin.
Enough of that. Now you go and pay for that loaf. I'll be off with you.
Thank you, my lord, thank you. Anytime you want a service done, you send for me. I'll be with the rest of the vermin, and if you want to know where they are, ask your king.
And then he said, when the purse is gone, what shall I do? I must confess, sire, that I had no answer for him.
It is true, sire, that I have received increasing reports of bondsmen who have been driven from the north by famine.
What about this, Sir Kay? As seneschal, you should keep me fully informed. As usual, sire, Master Merlin is wrong. These men are nothing but thieves and cutthroats, and they are being dealt with as they deserve.
Does it occur to you, Sir Kay, that these men are not born thieves? They steal simply because they are starving.
Huh! Thieves don't work from choice. They are murdering vermin. And does it occur to you, Sir Lancelot, that your thief is a lazy man? He wants to live rich and well without effort.
But this man is destitute, sire. He has nothing. Any work would be better than living the way he does.
Oh, don't be simple, Lancelot. He loves it. It's exciting. You must admit that to some men, a life of crime is far more adventurous than milking a cow.
Even with the consequences that face a thief. If he's caught, the possible loss of a limb or even his life, I find it hard to believe.
You're indulging in sentiment, Lancelot. With men such as these, what will be, will be.
So that's the answer. We must be complacent. The kingdom is infested with thieves, and the answer is, what will be, will be.
It's up to every one of my subjects. Individually, each can have a good life if he wants to. The thief wants to be a thief. It can be proved.
Can it, sire? Give a dog a bad name and it sticks. Put a thief's brand on King Arthur himself, and he'd be turned away from the lowliest cottage in this land.
Nonsense. If I were a thief, I could stop stealing tomorrow and start life anew. It's simply a matter of willingness and decision.
Would you care to prove that, sire?
Gladly.
Go amongst the people as a common thief and try to earn an honest living.
Would you have me do that? You're king.
Your suggestion, sire.
Very well. Merlin, I shall need a disguise. And would it be possible to make a mark like a thief's brand here?
Possible, but is it desirable? Has not this argument gone too far?
By no means far enough. We shall require two brands, one for myself and one for Lancelot.
But my lord,
if I am to be a thief, I obviously cannot be trusted to prove my point. Therefore, you are going with me, fellow thief. Well, we've hunted a good part of the day for a band of thieves, and it would appear my kingdom is not as infested as you say. Oh, Lancelot, my feet are very, very sore.
Comes from riding horses too much, my lord. My lord, I don't think it'd be wise for us to call each other by our real names.
Naturally, of course, of course.
You know, this may be a good place to find some thieves. Shall we try?
Right. I didn't order this. I'm in the habit of choosing what I drink.
Beer, ale, mead, they're all the same here. Don't matter what you order, you get this. Come on, simpleton. Your money.
What's the matter with our unhappy friends over there?
Fella by the name of Piggott, dead.
Piggott? The one they call a beak?
The same. Did you know him?
I saw him only yesterday. How did he die?
How do you think?
So you were a friend of Piggott's, eh?
I knew him, yes.
Where are you from?
Up north.
How do I know you knew Piggott?
You don't.
So you saw Piggott yesterday.
As a matter of fact, I did.
When he was caught, they say he had a purse. Do you know where he got it from?
He got it from a knight.
Well, why should a knight give him a purse?
Sounds strange, I know. But the knight said it was to tide him over until he found work.
Yeah, that fits. But the king's men caught him. They killed him. If I were you, I'd get out of here. There's going to be a raid. Soon the king's men will be everywhere.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Does the king consult you?
No, if you put it like that, I suppose he doesn't.
Quick, follow me.
Fool, you want us to be caught? Go on, come on. Get... Look out! Rufus, Mallow! Onto them!
You know, it's a wonder to me that you got out of the north. With an idiot like that round your neck, it's a wonder you're not spending the rest of your lives in a dungeon. What were you trying to do back there? Get us caught?
Certainly not. We've done nothing wrong till you hit that lad on the head. Why should we be arrested?
You don't have to steal to get jailed in these parts.
That's not true. Everybody in this country enjoys complete freedom unless he breaks the law.
This man's so simple that he ought not to be let out by himself.
Just the same, he's very dangerous. Why, where we come from, up north, he's known as, Artie, king of the cutthroats.
He may look like a cutthroat, but he don't act like one. Here, listen, lads. I've heard there's some Spanish wine on the way for King Arthur himself. Now, if we could get hold of that, we could drink hearty for a month. You boys can come in and join us if you're welcome.
No, thank you.
Oh, a contrary one. Well, no one is forcing you.
I'm sick of this kind of life, and I'm going to give it up. And I can only advise you to do the same.
Right. You find a way out. Let us know, and we'll join you.
You don't think it can be done?
I know it can't.
We'll see. Coming, Lancelot.
Lancelot? Lancelot? Who do you think he is? King Arthur?
Poor fellow. He's like this at times.
What, touch?
Not always.
Oh, poor lad. Beat on the head too much, I suppose. Take good care of him, but don't go hungry. You come to us.
Thanks. I remember that. We've been walking a long time, my lord. We ought to try and get some sleep.
Where? Here?
Good as anywhere.
Oh, no bed. Oh. But, now we're not very far from the castle of the Duke of Alcorn, and, I thought, Well, I mean, he wouldn't want us to spend the night in the open, now would he?
Would the Duke take in a thief, my lord?
No, of course not. I didn't mean
Your
that.
plan was to be a thief, no matter how difficult it is.
This is the place. That is Lord Vanton there. I've heard he's a hard man, but fair. And let's put it to the test.
Don't forget to disguise your voice, my lord.
Of course not. Good morning to you, sir. My friend and I have come a long way. We're looking for work.
Spent the night in Thieves' Forest, I'll wager.
Even if I have, it doesn't mean that I am a thief.
Just as I thought, the Thieves' brand. And you want work? When my back is turned, you'll rob and thieve.
One mistake, my lord. We have reformed. We offer honest labor for a fair price. Can you give it to us?
No, be off with you before I warn the guard.
But all we want is honest labor.
Be off!
But how can we live? What can we do unless somebody helps us?
Go into the town. They're less particular there. Now be off with you.
Well?
Nothing for the likes of you. That's what he said. As if I was scum.
Very hard, my lord.
It may be, but I haven't given up yet. Are you quite certain that we haven't got a few pennies left?
We spent our last coppers at midday.
Found no work yet?
No, but we will.
What makes you think so? And where?
We're willing, and we'll do anything that's honest.
A man who'll do anything is skilled at nothing. Why don't you do what you're qualified for?
What's that?
You did say you'd do anything?
That's right, I did.
Very well, then. Soon a man will ride into town wearing a red cockade. He carries something in a pouch that I want very particularly. Waylay him, bring me the pouch, and I will reward you handsomely.
Why shouldn't we keep the pouch for ourselves?
That would be silly. The king's men would have you in the dungeons before you'd travel half a league. No, come. Do as I say. Bring me the pouch, and I will reward you and give you a job at my castle.
So if we agree to be dishonest, you'll give us a chance to be honest.
Put it that way, if you like. You would be wise to accept my proposal.
And if we don't accept?
One word from me to the king's man there, and
we'd find ourselves in a dungeon.
something like that, and you'll...
You scum!
Help! God! Leave me. Hey, put it down. What do you think you're doing? That's my food. Oh, really? Never mind him. What do you think you're doing? Leave my food alone. Hey! Come on!
I think we've thrown him off, my lord.
Good.
You took an apple, my lord. Yesterday you said if I was a thief. Now you are one. For that you could lose a hand.
Yes, I could. And you struck one of my men. For that you could be put in jail for life.
Without trying, without thinking, we're both criminals.
Lancelot,
My lord,
I'm terribly, terribly hungry.
so am I, my lord. Let's go and try and find our fellow thieves.
Pluck up there, lad. You look proper mournful.
I am.
Didn't find the world as friendly as you expected, eh?
No. Out of all the places we asked for work, we got just one offer. And that was dishonest.
Oh, you don't want to take it too hard, friend. Here, drink up. This is the king's wine and the best.
I know.
Hey! Wine!
More wine.
And you?
Me? I were a woodsman by trade. My master took all our axes to make into armor to fight. He lost. It's the same with all of us. Dispossessed, hunted, beaten. So we all hang together to try and help each other keep alive.
Fell into the tree, he did. It had dropped too much.
Fine lookout he is. Anyone could have crept up on us. But they have. Put the fire out. Come on, quick. Come on, get that.
Get here! Halt! Surrender in the name of the king! In the name of the king, I order you to stop! Fit the description, all right. Take him away.
You are here before Lord Vanton, the ruler of the district, who will hear of your offences and say what punishment you are to receive, as by custom established and the laws of King Arthur provide. Is this the man who attacked you, my lord?
He is the man. You deny it, rogue?
No, I do not. And how can such a scoundrel as you dispense justice?
Silence! Are you aware of the punishment proclaimed by law for setting upon and treating with insolence a lord of the realm?
I should be. I wrote the law. And at the first opportunity, I'll amend it.
You will amend it, you say? And who are you?
I am King Arthur.
So you're King Arthur. And who's this by your side? Sir Lancelot?
Of course. He is Sir Lancelot of the Lake.
Forgive him, my lord. He raves like this at times.
Lancelot. I can prove who I am. Send for Queen Guinevere. She'll identify me.
Enough of this nonsense. Take him to the dungeons.
My lord, if it please you, I know this man. I'd like to speak for him. He wants to give up his old life and turn honest. As for thinking he's King Arthur, well, he's been beat about the head so much he don't rightly know who he is. I ask you to be merciful.
Your Honor, this is the leader of the band in the Thieves' Forest.
We'll put an end to this band once and for all, Captain. Tomorrow there will be a mass hanging.
God.
Away with him!
Come on, get out.
That's justice.
Go on, get out. Thanks. As long as I live, I remember that.
Won't have to remember long.
I don't understand why you didn't identify me in the room of justice.
If the ordinary thief could say to his judge, I am the king, let me go, we should have no problem.
Well, what shall we say then? Our lives are at stake.
So is the life of any thief under these circumstances.
In that case, there's only one thing to do, and that's to try and break out. Not Our only chance is to try and break out of here.
Yeah, that's right, Artie. We've already made a plan. Pigleg, let's have it. Now listen, Artie. We want you to pretend to be the king again. Put on all them fancy airs like you did before. Come on. Call the jailer. Jailer. Jailer! Jailer!
What do you want?
Would you like a purse of gold?
That I would.
Then come closer.
What? So that you can get up to one of your tricks?
Well, friend, that's a chance you'll have to take if you want the gold. Now, look. You see this hand? Notice the strange mark on the palm. Now, go to Camelot, ask for Merlin the wizard. Take a closer look. Remember the mark.
One sound out of you and I'll put you through to the back of your head. Open the door. We won't all get out of here, but anyone who does, organize the thieves for a mass attack on this filthy place. Come on. Swords. You know, if it weren't so daft, I think you was Sir Lancelot.
My lord, what has happened? Can I do anything?
Yes, you can. First, bring Lord Vanton before me as soon as possible.
Yes.
And second, issue writs of freedom for the thieves in common jail. Have them all in the courtyard in the morning.
Yes, my lord.
The king will have you flogged for this.
We shall see.
His Majesty, King Arthur.
Your Majesty, a terrible wrong has been done. I've been dragged before you as a criminal for dispensing your justice.
It's Archie. The kickers. He was the king. I mean, he is the king.
Then you were Lancelot. I thought nobody else could fight like that.
Lord Vanton, tomorrow you will leave on a pilgrimage for Rome. There you will learn humility. Be grateful that I've been so lenient. Now away with you. This is for you. In future, you will be overseer of the thieves' forest. Merlin.
My lord.
Prepare a proclamation for all the men in Camelot that there is work on the land, whether they wear a thief's brand or not.
At once, my lord.
And for the rest, my friends, we have prepared a feast. I was hoping to have some Spanish wine for you, but unfortunately, it did not arrive.
Now listen to my story, yes, listen while I sing of days of old in England when Arthur was the king, of Merlin the magician and Guinevere the queen, and Lancelot the bravest knight the world has ever seen. In days of old, when knights were bold, his story's told of Lancelot.